Hello, beautiful friends. I am the organizer advisor here to help you enhance your happiness and transform your life. Okay, so we're working on organizing our children's items and to create like a sanctuary space in their personal space, their bedroom. So we're going through every nook and cranny cleaning. So let's just review that process. So wherever you are in that process, we start with the ceiling. Wear your eye protection, sweep the ceiling to get as much dirt, dander, pet hair, dust off of the acoustical surface so that that air in your child's room is more healthy, more breathable. And then we're going to start on the north wall, clean everything on the north wall. The next day we do the east wall. Remember, we do one wall a day so we don't get overwhelmed. The next day we do the south wall, and then the last day we do the west wall. So scaffold that as you need, but we're talking about individual types of items that you're going to encounter in your child's space and how to clean them, how to organize them, and how to keep them from being overwhelming. Because if it's overwhelming to you, it's overwhelming to your child. So the first thing we want to do is we want to assess what is too much for our child to be able to manage on their own. So my rule is if they can't go in and clean up the room and be under the age of 8, if they can't clean up their room in 5 minutes, then they have too much. Over the age of 8, it should take them 10 to 15 minutes. They might need some supervision. They might need some support, but 10 to 15 minutes. If that is too stressful for them, they have too much stuff. So just like you, kids can get overwhelmed. One of the big items of overwhelm with young children are stuffies. Now, stuffies, they're comforting, they're fun. A lot of times children have a particular stuffy that they get really attached to. But a lot of times we have too many. So we're going to talk about what to do then. But then we're also going to talk about how to clean and some safety tips on stuffies. So grab your beverage and meet me back here for cleaning your child's room episode Stuffies. All right. Okay, so welcome back. I hope you paused the videos and you went and got a laundry basket and grabbed all your child's stuffies. Now, let's talk about safety first. Now, this is really near and dear to my heart because I talk to people all the time about their pets and particular types of toys. A lot of times our pets have stuffed animals for toys, and it's a choking hazard. So it's the same thing for children, and it's really much more important for the children that the eyes aren't plastic parts. If you see this one, it has plastic eyes, and some of them have plastic noses or plastic pieces. Those can be choking hazards, so I do not recommend small children having those toys. If those are stuffies, those can be put up in a bin, they can be put up high on a shelf, but I don't give access to my pets or my grandchildren stuffies that have plastic parts. That's just a choking hazard. So that's safety tip. You want to make sure they don't have plastic parts. Everything should be sewn in eyes, sewn on noses. But even like little things like this can be pulled off. So you just want to look at your child's age, the condition of the toy. If it looks like it's something that might create a hazard of some sort, it's not worth the risk. Just put it away for a while. You can put them in the top of a closet. You can put them in a bin, and we'll talk about that in just a second. So go through, after you've gathered all of your stuffies, go through them and determine the safety features. Like this one has sewn in eyes. This one has little sewn in eyes. So these are safe toys. Now, let's talk about how to clean these toys. Now, for most, you can just toss them like this one is ready to be tossed into the wash. It's a little bit dusty, a little bit dirty, and it can be tossed into the wash. I wash them on the gentle cycle in warm water with a mild detergent. I do add a little bit of fabric softener either in the washer or use a fabric softener sheet because it makes them smell so good and feel so soft. And that's really going to make a good experience for your child. So you can wash the Stuffies unless they have little electronic parts. I don't know if you can see. So this one would not go into the wash. So what I would do for these type of toys, I just get a little basin of water and I dip the cloth in and I just spot clean, where you can just kind of go through and just gently wipe down the surface of the toy, because if you were to throw this in the washer, the little feature of the magic wand, that's not going to work anymore. So this is something that you're just going to kind of spot clean. You can use your Listerine spray if you want to make it more sanitary. So toss them into the wash if they don't have electronic parts, a little bit of fabric softener, or use a dryer sheet when you dry them so that they're nice, soft, fluffy, and they smell fresh. Check your Stuffies for plastic parts. If they have plastic parts and you have young children, put them away for a while until your children get older. Now, let's talk about overwhelm. If you have a child that likes a lot of Stuffies, has a lot of Stuffies, you can use the 4-bin system that we've been talking about, where you divide them into 4 bins, and then each bin is labeled week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. This is how we deal with overwhelm with children. We take away some of the toys and we just put them away, but we rotate them every week so your children have the opportunity to have access to those toys. It's just not all at once. And the all at once is what the overwhelm is. So creating that bin system, that works for books, it works for toys, it works for Stuffy, it actually works for clothing too. So whatever is overwhelming to your child can be divided into those 4 bins, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and then you just rotate them. After that week of them having that access to those books and toys for the week, then you wash everything, sterilize it, make sure it's good and dry, put it back in that bin, and that week's bin goes away for a while. Then pull out another bin. Your children actually like this system because it keeps them from feeling overwhelmed, but also they haven't seen these things in a while, so they feel more, it instigates more time for them to play. I know the light's getting wonky, sorry. So it really encourages them to spend time with that, especially when they know, okay, at the end of the week, that's going to be packed up. Now, here's the caution. Don't backfill. If you're already pulling things to keep your child from feeling overwhelmed, don't backfill and start buying more to clutter up that space. And as you're working with your child in their room, you may want to go ahead and just say, is this a keeper? Or is this something you're willing to donate? Or, could another child benefit from this? And listen to your child. They don't want to feel as though that they are losing things that they truly, truly care about, because that makes us uncomfortable and it makes them uncomfortable. But sometimes they are ready to detach. And if they're ready to detach, that's a great process using the 4-bin system. Before you put those items back in the bin after they've been used for the week, is this something that you want to keep? Is this something that you want to keep? You'll be amazed at how readily children are ready to part with things that they feel that they've outgrown. So that is my little tutorial on Stuffies. If you have questions, please drop them in the comments. I ask that you please like and subscribe, follow whatever platform you're on, Facebook or YouTube. It helps my channel. YouTube is not really and Facebook either are not really kind to small YouTubers or small channels, especially those who don't monetize. So I provide this content for free to you, and I just ask that you help me out by subscribing, commenting, liking, or interacting in any way with these videos, with this content, to help my channel grow, to get this information out to as many people that might benefit from it. So that's our little tutorial for cleaning children's stuffies. I hope it helps, and check out some of my other videos for helping get your child organized and ready for school. I'll see you in the next video. This is the Organizer Advisor wishing you health, happiness, and harmony.